Video number 2. Thank you for tuning in. Ta-da-ta, ta-da-ta. Hashtag. What's the word I'm looking for? Sponsor? Stupid. I'm not sponsored by them. And anyway, please don't sue me. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate that. Pac-Man with the ums. So thank you for sitting there and listening to me ramble for 10 minutes. Thumb it down. I don't care. Your anger brings me joy. Hi, my name is Nick, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about me. It's going to be an intro to the channel. We're going to kind of talk about myself, what do I like, what I see this turning into, what did I plan to do with these videos. Do I have a plan? Probably not. But I figured that it'd be a good way to kind of introduce myself and tell everybody a little bit about myself. So first off, obviously, I'm a huge nerd. If you couldn't tell by my first video, that was 20 plus minutes long, just talking about book trailer comparison. I really can kind of get into it. I live in Florida. I have a beautiful wife and a wonderful daughter, and I've been a nerd as far as I can remember. I kind of grew up playing video games. I played Sega Genesis as my sister's back when I was little, and I had a PlayStation 1 when I was about 8, and I grew up with PlayStation. I had PlayStation 2, 3. I ended up getting an Xbox 360 to play with some of my friends when I was in college, and then I moved on, and now I have PlayStation 4, Xbox One. I used to have a gaming PC, but not anymore. Unfortunately, I got rid of it when we moved into our rental home before we bought the house that we're in currently, and we just didn't have room for it. I didn't have like an office, and obviously this wasn't a plan of mine back then, so it's not like I could be like, oh, I have a YouTube channel and I need to keep it for editing and everything, but it worked out pretty well. I think in the future I'll probably get another computer and kind of make my nerd cave here, into a office of some type. Speaking of the nerd cave, obviously you can see in my last video and this video I'm in kind of the same place. I'm going to try to plan on shooting everything here. I'm going to try to take this all in one take. I've been really good, actually. Last video, I apologize, there was a lot of cuts because I was nervous as my first video, and I wanted to try to get it right and try to not make it like a 20-minute video. So in my nerd cave, I collect Funko Pops. You can see Flash and Reverse Flash over here. I know this shine kind of, it's hard to see him. I have a comic book M in the background, and then back there got a Death Star cookie jar from one of my best friends. That was a wonderful gift I got from them. Up on here on my shelf above me, Legos, and then of course I got my Amazing Spider-Man wallwood poster, and then Captain America. Up here is a Batman one, and I still need to get one from up here. I haven't gotten one yet. I haven't really found any that I've really liked, so that's future. I got board games on the side behind me, and on this side too. That box is full of Legos. I like everything nerd culture related. Comics wise, I'm a big Batman fan. The first row on my bookshelf back here are all Batman comics. I've been a Batman fan since I was really little. I was really able to start collecting the graphic novels about 4 or 5 years ago, and I grew quite a collection. I have almost all of them except for a lot of the newer prints. And I've read other comic books too. I've read like Punisher and Fantastic Four, and I've read X-Men, but really the ones that hit home are the Spider-Man, Batman, and Flash. I love those. Those are my 3 favorite superheroes, I'd have to say. As far as movies, I love a lot of 80s movies. I mean, Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, those are in my top 5, definitely. Favorite movie of all time, Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 are my top 2 favorites. I just absolutely love those movies. I can't talk about them enough. They're really great. If you haven't seen them, I totally recommend them. They're Marvel franchise, and it's great comedy, action, love interest, everything. The soundtrack is amazing on both, so I couldn't recommend them more. I've probably been interrupted like 4 times already by this cat. We have 2 cats and a dog. As far as TV shows go, we really like Flash and Arrow and Supernatural. I like Parks and Rec. My wife and I are big Daredevil fans, so those are really fun to watch. I know Arrow and Flash are coming back in October, so that'll be fun to see. Maybe we can do some discussions on those when they come out, because it's always fun to compare the comics and see where they're going with things. If you haven't seen the last season of Flash, it's really good. It ends on a great cliffhanger. It'll be fun to see what happens with Barry and the team. When it comes to music, I like alternative rock. So we got Philip Phillips, Matchbox 20, Train, Coldplay. Those are big favorites to me. I also like classic rock. I'll listen to AC/DC, Van Halen, Pink Floyd. Those are all great bands. I don't read as much as I used to anymore. I'm busy with school and work. I help my wife out with her side business, so we are both extremely busy people. But when I do get the chance to read, I'm all about science fiction and fantasy. Ari Salvatore is my favorite author. He wrote Paths of Darkness, Icewind Dale trilogy, The Cleric Quintet, The Highwayman. Those are all great books. I recommend them if you're into fantasy. I'm also a big Harry Potter fan, as you can see by the shirt that I'm wearing. Specifically, I'm actually a Ravenclaw, but you can't turn down Harry Potter merchandise when you have it. So, of course, I like Ready Player One. I just talked about that in my last video. That's science fiction. I'm going to try to read through Neuromancer and Snow Crash next. Those are other books that are recommended by Ernest Cline, who's the author of Ready Player One. I'm also a big fan of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series. If you haven't gotten on that, that's a really great read too. My wife and I are also annual pass holders to Disney World, so we go there pretty often. We have a big trip planned coming up, so you'll probably see some footage from that whenever we go. I'm really excited about our trip coming up. We got some fun stuff planned. We haven't been to Avatar Land yet, which opened up in Animal Kingdom, so we're gonna go visit that. I got some fast passes already for one of the new rides. I think it's the River Adventure, so that'll be exciting. So moving forward, what I'd like to do in the future, I'd like to do some discussion videos again, like I did on Ready Player One. It'd be fun to see specifically Ready Player One move forward, see the new trailers that come out, kind of take an analysis of them based on the book. It'd be cool to do some maybe some video game playthroughs eventually if I ever get the equipment to do that. Right now I'm playing the Crash Bandicoot trilogy that just got remastered on PlayStation 4. I'm also playing through Kingdom Hearts. As far as video games go, my favorite video game is Kingdom Hearts. I played that on PlayStation 2 when it first came out and fell in love with it. I'm a big Disney fan, obviously, and having Disney and Final Fantasy mashed together was a lot of fun. I just recently picked up the 1.5 2.5 remix on PlayStation 4, so I'm able to play through those games now. I'm working on Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, so I'm excited about that. I've also been playing Friday the 13th, the video game, on Xbox One, and that's a lot of fun if you're a horror fan. So why am I doing this? I've actually been asked this a few times by some of my friends, specifically ones that I asked to kind of critique my last video to see, you know, what I could improve on. And I'm always kind of wanting that feedback because I want to know how I can make the channel better for my viewers. Because ultimately I'm making these videos for you. So another reason why I started this actually is because my wife encouraged me. I'm a huge nerd and I love everything video game, movie, TV, DC, Marvel, and this is a great way to kind of bring it all together and talk about it in one place. So I want to have that discussion with you. I want to be able to be a place where you guys can come and learn about what's going on at Disney or what's going on with Marvel or DC. I also think it'd be fun because I'd be able to kind of keep my family in the loop, and family that live across the United States could watch these videos and know what we're up to over here. I want to be the Yoda of nerd culture. Down the road, not right now. That's too much responsibility. I'm just one man. One man can only do so much. So thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate you guys taking a second to listen to me and what I'm about and what the channel's about and moving forward, what we're going to do. If you would like to see anything specific, Disney related, video games, movies, if you want to see me talk about something, leave it in the comments below. I'd appreciate it if you like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be putting these videos out hopefully at least once a week, and we'll see you again soon.